Innovation has a cost. It is often the case that museums trying to innovate simply cannot afford what it takes to build truly memorable exhibitions. Lack of human resources and high-tech equipment makes it hard to create quality content that could be shown to the general public. Nevertheless, universities' museums are usually embedded in an environment that has the potential to provide all the tools and human resources required. The diversity and availability of both specific and supplementary skills in several knowledge areas can be achieved through partnerships established with other universities' agents who work within the scientific field. This can be done through production, communication, and education. The only thing needed is to establish a proper strategy and an interaction facilitator platform, UOpenLab, which enables creating, building, and sharing knowledge about the museum's collections and academic population. This will make it easier to distribute the aforementioned knowledge to the general public in a truly sustainable, systematic, integrated, and articulated manner. Seeing that the volume of the collections from the museums of Porto and their current situation, it is not possible, both economically and in terms of human resources, to produce and divulge quality contents in the medium and long term. Therefore, the University of Porto's digital museum strategy is to take action as an interaction facilitator, a place where things are created, built, a place which promotes the exchange of knowledge about Porto's museum collections, which are constantly being updated, and which distributes this same knowledge within and outside the academic community in a systematic, integrated, and articulated way. So as to back up and sustain the above-mentioned objective, the information infrastructure will rely on a repository which contains the informational units of the Porto Museum's collections. Alongside, it will also include their related metadata, which will be associated to a management platform, a platform to manage contributions from the Porto community, Porto Open Lab, whose prototype is the core of this presentation, and an adapting framework which will include several interface apps with a non-specified audience, such as the web portal and the mobile apps. Let us look into a possible scenario. A lecturer answers to a call from action for projects about artifacts which belonged to the Museum Maximiano Lemos of History Medicine's collection. They will then set the 3D modeling of some of these artifacts as the project for their subject curricular unit. The projects performed are assessed by the lecturer, who then suggests that these projects, which achieve a grade B or higher, become part of the digital museum's repositorium, which are then accepted, become available for being used as content for the portal, or to be reused in future works or projects. The students who have produced these contents will have, as of then, a digital portfolio which will allow them to show their academic career through thumbnails and timelines of their projects' reuse. They will also be able to incorporate these on social media, such as LinkedIn. Later on, another lecturer proposes that short documentaries be made based on the Porto Museum's collections. Let us imagine that a group of students chooses the Museum Maximiano Lemos of History Medicine. In that case, they will be able to use or create images, movies, or other multimedia contents starting from the 3D model of the artifact, a resource which is already available within the repositorium. Again, after the lecturer's assessment, some of these projects might become available as resources referring to a particular artifact within the repository. The University of Porto has a cross-skills course that uses a project-based methodology and which includes a number of subjects. It is a cross-program effort and includes students from computer science, design, arts, and multimedia courses, and which is expected to produce a limited prototype and documentation for a larger project than the students are used to. The course is called LGP and runs at the Faculty of Engineering. The multidisciplinary nature of the course makes it an excellent opportunity for proof of concept production as well as a case study of the system under construction. The developed application is based in an Apache web server that can be accessed through the internet by clients using a browser on a desktop or on a mobile device. Being able to do so in a responsive way was the main reason Bootstrap was chosen as the framework of choice for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for this prototype. The server that was used for this project was built over a VMware disk with Ubuntu installed on. This setup was meant to be easily shared across several members of the development team. It contains a PostgreSQL database that acts as an information repository for the application and an Apache web server with PHP, which was needed for the development of the web application itself. The chosen PHP framework was Laravel, and the entire project was published under Git so the entire team could easily update it. It is used to store application, logic data, user data, project information, etc. A flexible process was also implemented to allow storage either locally or even in the cloud. In simple terms, this means that the system is agnostic to where the information will be stored using the secure FTP protocol for communication between the server and the warehouse. The server also contains a logging system that records all transactions made by the clients of the website. The submission system first receives from the proponent a new submitted proposal. A given superuser called decider is to validate or have it revised, improved. If validated, the proposal is shown and is listed up to the bidded upon in the auctioning process. Worker team coordinators bid and selects working team and project's timeframe. If accepted, the team starts working and delivers a first version. If delivery is before the agreed timeline, the project is to be evaluated. If not, the evaluator is contacted. After assessment from the evaluator, decider and the proponent, the decision is to accept for repository or to discard it. Naturally, if the work is to be stored, the metadata content has to be updated for insertion in the database. The developed workflow strategy is a valuable tool for further future developments. The workflow was self-tested with this project as a case study. The developed code is expected to be healthy HTML plus Bootstrap and PHP plus Laravel under the MVC approach, which is expected to deliver healthily separated code to be extended in future developments of the system.